began facilitating rain barrel workshops for the township residents. Whereas she also actively promoted the work of the Environmental Commission throughout the Facebook page, significantly increasing the visibility, reach, and impact of the Commission's efforts, and enhancing community awareness and understanding of critical environmental issues. Whereas Ms. Hale has committed and was a committed and reliable member of the Environmental Commission, attending the vast majority of meetings, and when unable to attend, continuing to do those reviews of plans and providing detailed written comments. Whereas professionalism, dedication, institutional knowledge, and collaborative spirit made her an invaluable asset to the Environmental Commission and to the township as a whole. Whereas she has concluded her service of the Environmental Commission, she's leaving behind a lasting legacy of stewardship, public service, and unwavering commitment to the township. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, I, Bradford Perry, Mayor of Raritan Township, on behalf of the Township Committee, recognize and honor Ms. Kathleen Hale for her more than 20 years of exemplary service to the Environmental Commission. Be it further proclaimed that the Township expresses its sincere gratitude for your outstanding contribution to the environmental protection, land use review, public education, community engagement, and extends its best wishes to you in the future.
Most all the members of the group are here too, so thank you for showing your support for our work.
Okay, next we have the Open Space 2025 Annual Report. I believe that will be given by Amy Green.
As of the end of 2025, we have nearly 1,300 acres of township-owned publicly accessible open space, over 5% of the township. And other state, county, and nonprofit publicly owned open space, or publicly accessible open space, is 1,339 acres, another 5.7% of the township. Total of 10.9% of the township is public open space. We all collaborate with each other to make this happen. Then we also have privately owned preserved farmland, and that's 1,836 acres, or 7.6% of our township. Jeff Vaccarella, our township planner, compiled an inventory of all the conservation easements that we have. Our town is very good about requiring those if somebody's coming in for approval, and that's 1,836 acres, or 7.6%. So that's over 5,000 acres protected, 21.1% of our township. And count. In 2025, our township acquired preserved two additional properties totaling 56.84 acres. We acquired them expand our Neshannock River Preserve properties, along, Johanna Farms Road. One was 17.84 acres, we call it Kestrel Tract, and, at 50 Johanna Farms Road, and the Herod Tract, 39 acres, and that supports meadow habitat and riparian forests along the second Neshannock River and its major tributary. These two projects will contribute to mitigation of flooding, which was experienced, in the major storms that we've had in the past, and provide water quality and wildlife habitat and public enjoyment. The 39-acre parcel had previously been approved for development of 11 building lots, but is now permanently preserved as open space. And a riparian tree planting project is already planned for the spring for that property. Raritan Township also initiated the successful preservation by SADC, or with SADC funding, of the 30-acre Becker Farm located on Old Plain Road. This beautiful historic farm borders an extensive greenway of preserved land along the south branch of the Raritan River. And we have more in progress. Hopefully, when I come in 2026, we'll say that was done too. Raritan Township is actively working on acquiring 6 additional properties for open space totaling over 100 acres. And with funding assistance from SADC, Raritan Township is also in the process of preserving a beautiful 40-acre farm, the first township-led farmland preservation project. County open space and farmland. Hunterdon County is actively working on acquiring 2 properties in Raritan Township totaling nearly 88 acres, and these acquisitions were actually initiated by the Township, Raritan Township Open Space Advisory Committee. One of these properties will extend the extensive greenway along the Walnut Road. The county is also in the process of preserving the 33-acre farm in partnership with Raritan Township and SADC. Nonprofit preservation, we have a lot of other partners. New Jersey Conservation Foundation is in the process of acquiring 3 properties totaling 44 acres in the Whippet Creek watershed. Funding for these projects is provided by New Jersey's Green Acres Program, Raritan Township Municipal Open Space Fund, Hunterdon County Open Space Funds, and the New Jersey SADC, State Agricultural Development, through the Farmland Preservation Program. Assistance and support in performing open space preservation in Raritan Township and leadership is provided by Raritan Township committee members. Thank you. Staff, thank you, and professionals. Thank you, Karen, and Jeff, and everybody who contributes. Hunterdon County Commission, staff, Hunterdon County, and COSAC, their advisory committee volunteers. Hunterdon Land Trust, it helps get back the money for the library. Raritan Township Open Space Advisory Committee, and Agricultural Advisory Committee volunteers. Thanks also to the Raritan Township and New Jersey voters who continue to support the initiative. We also do stewardship of open space lands. Open Space Committee along with the Department of Commission and Green Team, as well as Scout Pack 61 and many residents, volunteers, perform stewardship activities. We officially started a volunteer stewardship program. Including planting 96 tree seedlings in Morales Preserve and maintaining the 300 trees and shrubs planted in 25
over 4,000 vehicle responses. When we talk about vehicle responses, some incidents require more than one vehicle response, so that gets counted into that. Total for the year of 2025, 3,632 dispatches, and over 4,000 vehicle responses. Like I said, it's up about 7.8% from 2024. So it's been kind of a busy year for us with that. And then also, we do a lot of training. Our EMTs are required to do 24 hours a year. So over a 3-year period, we have over 60 hours of training, I mean, just the basic maintenance. And then we have a lot of folks that go above and beyond that. Yearly, we go to a 4-day training conference down in Virginia, and this year we have 15 people went, and we do each scenario over 4 days, testing the rescue skills with that. We also sent 8 people to the National EMS Conference, which is held in Atlantic City.
complexity of the cases going up? I know the numbers keep going up in terms of calls, but is it getting more complex as our community changes?
Well, yes and no. Like 2020, 2021, they were the COVID years, we had a lot of complexity in the cases. Since then, stuff has kind of evened out a little bit more. And, obviously with all the construction that's going on, that's definitely driven to our call line, especially on housing, that goes up. Not just in Raritan Township, but I think 2026, we're going to see an influx in Boston Borough, that happening's going on in there. But as far as the complexity, that's why our folks do a lot of future training, is to stay on top of that stuff.
Okay. And the payer mix changes with those dynamics too?
I'm sorry?
The payer mix changing with those dynamics too?
Yes, to a certain extent, yes. Yes. It's associated with bill for service. We're very fortunate, that we have a decent collector rate. A lot of people in the area that we service, they do have insurance, which definitely helps. I know if you look at our audit, we have a lot of stuff that is written off as bad debt. We bill X number of dollars. We can bill whatever we want. Medicare and Medicaid only pay so much. You can't go after or any more. And if people transport with Medicare and Medicaid, you can't bill them anymore either. So the difference between what we bill and what they pay, we write off as bad debt. So when we go to our audit, that's what that bad debt is. You're welcome. What other questions do you have?
Looks like no others. Thank you very much.
Super. Well, thank you for your support over the years, and look forward to working in the future. Thank you.
Okay, it is the policy of the Township Committee that public comment is limited to 3 minutes per person. Public comment shall be permitted on items concerning and regarding the agenda only. Additional time will be allotted at the end of the meeting for public comment on any issue, not just the item issue. Do I have a motion to open public comment? Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, your motion open to public comment on agenda items only. Seeing none, motion to close public comment.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you have one.
have the address of the building that's the gutter and
Yeah, so, you want to get it in email after, or how would you like to?
Yeah.
word
I was
it?
going to recommend, maybe in context, it's not publicized in a public meeting, that maybe email or contact the administrator directly, give the address, so that they're correct that, but that's actually.
Okay.
I'll contact the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now motion to reclose the.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, approval of the minutes. If there are no corrections to the executive session meeting minutes of December 16th, do I have a motion to approve? All in favor? Approved. And then if there are no corrections, the regular meeting minutes of December 16th, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, approved. On to new business, we have a seed sowing event. This is an event that will occur at the DPW facility. It is on January 31st, I think it's an hour, 10 to 11. It's going to be a really fun event where you can plant seeds and they will stay outside all winter and then they will just start to grow in the spring. This is an event that is weather sensitive, so it will not be rescheduled. If there's a giant snowstorm, unfortunately, we can't. I think we have to, we have the motion to approve that event. To memorialize, yes. So is there a motion to approve that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Okay, unfinished business. The police unity tour uniforms. I think Detective Menendez Ortiz is here.
There.
Oh, I did.
More room.
I did. Sorry, we have one more item on new business.
Sorry.
That's okay. That will memorialize this motion, or we can do it all at once?
You can do it all at once, I'm saying. As long as everyone's in favor, just do it one
So then we can move to resolution 26-128, which establishes the ERU with the fee of $40 for 2026. Do I have a motion?
motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Buquet?
Yes.
Mr. Chu? Yes. Mayor Perry?
Yes. Okay, ordinance 2601, weight limit on Pennsylvania Avenue. This is an introduction. You've all seen it. This is something that is related to safety and limiting truck traffic on Pennsylvania Avenue. This is a recommendation by the NJDOT. I'm in favor, so I'd like to have a motion for it.
And I think this, like you said, Mayor, this is some comments I received in questions last year from residents in the area that had health conditions and the amount of truck traffic that was traveling through there during all hours of the day with chronic issues. There's no shoulder, it's very dangerous, so this is something that's going to be very helpful.
A long time coming.
Yeah. And then it wants to go by our traffic position, right? That's what this is as well.
Yes, and signage.
I will motion.
I will second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
100% yes.
Mr. Buquet?
Yes.
Mr. Chu? Yes. Mayor Perry?
Yes. Okay, next is the consent agenda. All matters listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Is there any resolution that committee men or women would like to remove from the consent agenda? Okay, then do I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda, resolution 26-129 through 26-140?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Buquet?
Yes.
Mr. Chu? Yes. Mayor Perry?
Yes. Resolution 26-141, authorizing the full-time employment of superintendent of the Department of Works. And I believe we have him in the building tonight. Okay. So it was a very, I would say, rigorous interview process, a lot of candidates, and I am incredibly excited with the candidate that has accepted the position. So I'm looking for a motion to memorialize this.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Buquet?
Yes.
Mr. Chu? Yes. Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
All right,
Welcome
let's
to
go.
Works.
Yes. You know, sorry.
Until we have some.
All right, resolution 26-142, mayoral appointment with consent of the township committee. This is to appoint committeeman Bob King to the Wildlife Management Advisory Committee, as he is on the Open Space Committee as well. Do I have a motion to appoint committeeman King?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Sacco?
Yes.
Mr. Buquet?
Yes.
Mr. Chu? Yes. Mayor Perry?
Yes. All right, department reports. Department reports of Public Works on snow removal, you've all seen that, and tax and the stormwater utility.
Last storm.
A lot of storms, and it sounds like potentially 0 to 20 inches coming.
Yeah, are you ready for next week?
All right, if there's no question on those correspondence. Let's see. We did get a correspondence from Chris Phelan on the emergency operations plan and that it was acceptable to the state, as I would expect. That is a very robust plan to keep our town safe, and Chris and his team do a great job with that. Any other comments on that? Okay, financial claims for payment. Payment of the bills of $8,006,373.03. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Most of that goes to the school, by the way.
Yeah, it's, over 6 million goes to the schools, mostly.
We collect and then redistribute. I got the second?
Yes.
And then roll call, please.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, liaison reports. The Board of Health reorganized earlier today. We did not have any applications to review, so nothing to update at this meeting. For police, there was the police impersonator. I'm sure everyone has heard about that in the news. And an arrest was made in connection with that case. So I want to commend our police force and all the other agencies that work with them in that great work that they did in bringing that to a very swift resolution.
Second did a great job.
And that's all the reports I have. Deputy Mayor Katu.
Thank you, Mayor. I will acknowledge and appreciate what Ms. Green reported on the Open Space Committee. So again, we're over 20%, but we want to keep preserving what we admire so much. So all the future properties that you explained, we're looking forward to, will certainly get us a lot closer to that 30% milestone that we want to hit as soon as possible. And I will just reiterate, if you would like, at the end of the meeting, you're welcome to come up here and get some of the details, take a photo, grab the QR code, etc. I will say the Environmental Commission, thank you, is so good about posting things on social media. So if you love your phone and social, please follow our Environmental Commission. They do a great job of making sure that the public is aware of all of these kinds of events, whether it's our Environmental Day throughout the year, etc., or handing out tree saplings. This will be a great event, but you do need to register. So I will leave this up here, but encourage you to rather follow them on social media to stay aware of all the activities that they run throughout the year. This is my first time this year serving as liaison. I think I've done everything except Environmental Commission and historian. So it's a pleasure to kind of see the connection point between open space and also my time serving on the planning board and all things community land development, preservation, etc. So thanks for everything that you all do. I just take the opportunity to say that. Now that I'm training you on that endeavor, so thank you. All right, I'll pass it on to Community Secretary.
Okay, so OEM, we have our operations plan that the mayor said has been approved. They did a great job there. That's done every 2 years. They check it out, they redo it, and it gets approved by the state, went up to the county, to the state. It's great. We are looking at Nixle as well. There's a storm coming up. If you have not signed up for Nixle yet, that is our emergency kind of broadcast system. Please sign up for Nixle. You'll know what's going on and what we're expecting. Storm-wise, what roads are open and or closed, or any other damages that are along the way. So please do that. If you can get involved in our community emergency response team, that's our CERT team. We're always recruiting at OEM, so please take a look into that. It's a great job to be out there and helping the community. As for DPW, you heard we hired this evening our new superintendent, David Everett. We're very happy to have you on board, and thank you for coming to the meeting as well. Probably one of the first ones that has ever done that. Means a lot, as the committeeman Keith said today, off to a great start. So very cool. Looking forward to being the liaison, coming over and spending a lot of time with you this year. Luckily, we got our leaves picked up prior to the last snow. They did a great job there. We're replenishing our salt and calcium that we were using in the last storm. Doing a lot of tree cleanups, not tree snap because of the last storm as well. We're out doing a lot of that during the winter months. Anyway, we got some emails. I got emails and texts about the storm response from the DPW, as I'm sure many on the community did too. Very pleased with the cleanup and staying on top of things and keeping things open for our emergency response teams. For the RTMUA, we just hired a new chief operator there, so we're doing a lot of interviewing. Mr. Lyle Cook, so we'd like to welcome him. Excuse me. We've got an administrative audit, and we're going to be streamlining the RTMUA to save some money for ratepayers as well. And we're managing the Flemington weather facility. When it snows like this, we get a lot of runoff, so we have to manage that facility. It turns on, and we have to have guys out there. So they've been out there pretty consistently with the snow. And Rescue Squad, thank you, Chief, for being here. Happy to be back with you as your liaison this year. Your total calls in December were upwards of 215, and upwards of the year was about 2,400 plus. So they do a great job in servicing not only Raritan Township, but also those numbers are just for Raritan Township, but serving everybody all around. So thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you guys and meeting with you real soon. Committee of the Big.
The Agriculture Advisory Committee will not meet until the spring, so I'll fill you in when we have that meeting. With our courts, we've recently hired a violations clerk, so now we'll be fully staffed, and they continue to do a great job. And on the historians, well, this year is our 250th anniversary of Revolutionary War. It is our semi-centennial. We're working on programs for the year. But one of the things we will be doing is we'll be hosting a traveling exhibition of Revolutionary War lives, living the American experiment then and now. It's comprised of 14 freestanding displays, which present a look at how the Revolutionary War affected the common folk, not necessarily just the soldiers. The only problem with this, when I'll be here, we'll have it in our building until March 17th for 2 weeks, 2027. So I guess it'll be our semi-centennial plus one.
So you're saying they're really booked up?
They really are. This is all around the state, so it's pretty neat. If anyone wants to see that.
Committee of the King?
Thank you, Mayor. Before you start, I just wanted to extend my thanks to Kathleen. I had the opportunity to serve as a liaison to the Environmental Commission last year. And as I said at my year end, I just marvel at the talent that we've had, the people that volunteer their time, their expertise, their energy to this township. Kathleen, you were a role model. You were exceptional. In the short time that I had the opportunity to work with you, thank you for what you have done for this township. Thank you. Mayor, thanks for appointing me to the Wildlife Management Committee. I look forward to that. Our first board meeting is this Thursday. And so I look forward to that. I actually attended a call that Amy had introduced us to regarding all things deer. That person had a tremendous amount of knowledge, a lot of information, and I look forward to seeing how we incorporate some of that into what we're, one of the many things I hope we look to accomplish this year. We have some of our firefighters here. Our fire number of calls that they attended last year was 785, which is high. They're doing a great job. I also took the opportunity to join several of our leaders, and we met with Dale to go through our introductory budget. So we're all trying to make sure we know where all the pieces are between us and DPW doing maintenance. So that's moving forward. And that is all I have. Oh, I can say planning board. I'm not on the planning board. There was one application that was deferred. It was with Foundation. A lot of the focus is around the park community. You probably see some of the concerns specifically around tournaments. They have a plan where they're going to walk us through what they're going to do and help us understand better how they're going to manage some of that overflow.
Great, thank you. All right, now it is time for public comment. And this is public comment on any issue. It is not limited to the agenda, but it is limited to 3 minutes per person. So, motion to open public comment.
Second.
All in favor? We are open to public comment. I just need you to say your name and your address. Or no address, just your name.
Free and fun to find over there. I took an
Excellent idea. So do we have a flyer?
Yeah, they have a part they want to share for everybody that wants to.
And where is the ferry trail? Okay.
They're gonna be invited to the closing council, they want to do this in the, meeting.
Great.
Can I make a homemade ferry home? Is that okay if it's homemade?
Yes, oh yeah, they will be invited to.
You know, since you girls are here, do you want to get a picture maybe with the township committee and the girls?
So,
Let's go down and take a photo.
so the ferry material should be natural, right? You don't want to use plastic or chemicals outside.
The flyer is that you don't want paint or anything, you're gonna paint, you want to
see that.
lead on.
Yeah.
Great. Great. Good job, guys. And is this something that if we were going to post it, would you give permission for us to
Yes,
post?
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, they're spearheading it for our truth, and like I said, we're gonna invite Columbus and Borough and commissioners.
Great, thank you.
Anybody that wants to participate.
Well done, ladies.
Thank you very much.
Next, any other public comment? Okay, seeing no other public comment? Any citizens? Might have to adjust the mic. Yeah.
I'm here trying to find out what are we doing about the speeding on that road? I mean, it's there. One hours and medium hours. So if no one slows down when you walk on the street, they just fly right by you. I asked them to put speed bumps.
So something that we have the technology to do is to set up cameras and monitor the speed in certain areas. And I can't remember if this is a road that we've already done that or not, but if it's not, we can get that on the schedule to do so.
Or you put police cars there with radar and catch some speeders.
But exactly, so,
Spend the money to have police officers.
right.
There's certain times that you can give the mayor, like if there are times, it does
Uh,
help get the traffic condition to where.
And then like in the afternoon, from 3 to 6.
Okay, so if you'd like to send me an email with that information, I'm happy to work with the police department. We'll investigate it and we'll proceed as.
What are speed bumps? What are speed bumps? Or the little ripples in the road. It's another thing. Just to slow them down. Because nobody slows down on that road.
I understand. Thank you.
So Mayor, if I may, on this particular one, I know we, at the end of last year, we received a new radar device, and also has a visual display. Yeah, so that is now available. If I could make a suggestion, I would reach out to Chief and see, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned to the Chief last year on this, whether we got, we get a lot of requests for this. So we have now two devices. One actually shows the traffic, but also, or shows your speed, but also collects the same amount of data as the one that's not obvious, right? So, if it's available, I would suggest we just put it down the road, see it, the lights are
Put
flashing.
it right on my part of my yard if you want.
There we go, we love that. So, we can get your address, is that, so that's the.
I was even gonna go buy cameras myself.
There you go.
All right.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, just for the public record, what road?
Side Hill Road.
Siderville, thank you.
Other public comment? Okay, motion to close the public comment?
Second.
All in favor? Okay, you've seen in your packet the upcoming meeting topics. return to executive session, so, motion to adjourn.
Motion.